How you doing, everybody? My name is Louis Roberts, and I work for CitiMicroFinance. Basically, CitiMicroFinance is an organization within Citigroup. We develop products and services for the underbanked and underserved. And we have mortgage operations here, but we don't have a banking presence in terms of branches. So in order for us to get products and services to the community that needs them, we decided to partner with an organization on the ground in the community, touching the lives of people in the community on a daily basis, and that was Justine Petersen. So we had developed a product in conjunction with Banamex USA, which is an organization that we own out of California, and we developed a credit card product to assist Justine Petersen in their mission in asset building. Basically, when clients from the community come in to get services from Justine Petersen, and they pull that credit report to assess whether or not they have the 2 or 3 trade lines. If they need a trade line, they can apply for our product and receive that trade line. It's a unique product in terms of it's one application. The client fills out that application. They call Banamex USA, and right then and there we can give them an instant credit decision on whether or not they've been approved for a unsecured or a secured credit card. And then from there, we also with Justine Petersen developed 4 web-based financial education modules, which can be taken over the internet or can also be given in-house here at Justine Petersen. And if those 4 modules are taken successfully, our local community relations group reimburses the client for the annual fee that's incurred on the secured credit card. So we found to date that the portfolio is performing very well, and that we strongly believe that one of the reasons why Justine Petersen is doing such a great job is that they are providing that high-touch environment by which they're hand-holding and counseling and encouraging their members that credit building as an asset is not just a slogan, but it's actually something that can be achieved.
Thank you. And so, as we're talking about that, as you're translating, when you get a credit card or any kind of loan, when that makes its way to the credit bureau, it becomes what's called a trade line, and that's how they talk about it, and that's what each line on your credit report is called in that world. But we're really excited to have State Senator Wright-Jones with us, and my question for you is, as you've been so involved and interested in these issues around people's access to credit and predatory lending, we'd love to hear if you can talk to us about any state policies that might have been introduced in Missouri around these issues that we can look out for and hopefully support.
Absolutely. I'll stand, throw my voice out to the audience. Good afternoon to everybody. It's my pleasure to be here before you, and I was honored to be asked to participate in the video because that message is very important across the nation. When I first went in the House in '02, that was really the beginning of a real groundswell of credit issues in our legislation. A lot of it was very punitive. It was all about if an eyelash falls out, your credit score goes down. Basically, that's about how it worked out. And we've been fighting it ever since. Most of it at that time had to do with insurance, car insurance, home insurance, even now your medical insurance. Since that time, we've had a pushback from many of our more progressive legislators who've tried to stem that tide and change it in favor of the consumer, and that's why I'm here in front of you. Currently, there are 3 bills, and they're all out of the House right now that have been filed about credit reporting. 2 of them belong to Jonas Hughes, who is a representative out of Kansas City. His has to do with the use of credit scores by employers. The other one has to do with the use of credit scores by insurance companies. The third one has been filed by Representative Ray Salva, who also is from the Kansas City side, and his has to do with insurance companies as well. We haven't filed any in the Senate just yet. That doesn't mean that we won't have any. Filing is open until the 1st of April, so anything can happen between now and then. I have 3 concerns about credit. I'm concerned about those of us like myself, cash and carry. I don't want a credit card. I've been through that. I did that. I built my credit. I have a house. I have a car. I don't plan to buy another one anytime soon. And I have a third line that I can pay and use. But I'm cash and carry. If I need it, I'm going to pay cash for it. I don't want any time payments. I just don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. And there are many, many other people my age, I'll be 60 in a few days, who kind of have built everything, have everything, don't need to do anything. We're just cash and carry. But you are penalized for just having a debit card. You cannot rent a car. You cannot get a hotel room without a massive charge on your debit card, which is unfair to those of us who want to travel and just don't want to have a credit card. But we have the ability to pay. That's the first thing. The second thing for me is that we can't dip in and out of our credit report like other people can. You can get in and out of your bank account, you know, all day long what's going on with your bank account, but you do not know all day what goes on with your credit. Because it could turn over by 5 o'clock. Somebody could steal your identity, a wrong report like we saw in the video here. Why is it that it, and the third thing is, why does it take so long to repair? It takes a blink of an eye to tear it up, but it takes 6 to 9 to 12 months to fix it. And that's unfair to the consumer. It pushes your life back when somebody is sitting at the computer who's really maybe has the same issues as you, encoding wrong information or taking their time to get it done. Now, for me, those are three things that I would personally like to look at and do some legislation on. And I was kind of waiting to see. I've seen this because they sent it to me. But those are the kinds, for me as a consumer, we need to have that at our fingertips. And as important as a credit file is, and as important as it is for your future, we need to have better access than once a year for free or every month at a cost. Why are we paying for our own credit life?
Yeah.
It does not make sense to me.
That's a good.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
That's a good.
And thank you for sharing really also your reactions to that and from the movie. And so I want to really open that up to the whole crowd. I mean, I think that those are some really interesting things. And I was just talking with Irene, you know, we're sitting here and we think about asset building as home ownership and getting people to help and helping people start businesses, but we're starting to really see how it's impacting their ability to travel, which is impacting a lot of different, their ability to have a lot of jobs where they're expected to travel, and we've been hearing a lot more stories in that in the workforce development as we're starting to think about what it means in this time of high unemployment as people are losing their jobs, not able to pay their bills, and then having a real difficulty getting back into the workforce in the ways that they were because they can't do certain things expected from them in their positions. And so I think we're really starting to really see in a very impactful way across a much larger percentage of the population, not people who just want to get into that home or want to get, but that credit is an asset now for everybody, and it's really so, this is critical.